Hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to episode 82 of ChanmanV's Pro Corner, where pros come and show us how it's done. I'm your host, ChanmanV, and hopefully you guys had a wonderful weekend. It's a great weekend of WCS Europe, and I guess if you guys are football fans too, lots of football too, but WCS Europe was an amazing event. Hopefully you guys caught it. I watched a lot of it. I don't know, it's one of those events where it's like after you watch it, like you get really inspired to play, and it's always a sign of a really, really great tournament. And hopefully you guys, were able to watch some of Europe's best. And obviously Stefano won it, but the Duran brothers, Vortex and Lucifron, gave him a pretty good run for his money. So that was really great to see. And Grubby Nurchio, guys, you got to watch that, or watch some, hopefully you can watch the VODs or watch some footage from that, because that was a pretty cool moment, especially for Grubby at the end of that. That was very awesome to see. But what are we doing? So what are we going to do today? Today we have the pleasure of having LiquidSheth and Veralynn on the show to talk us through some zerg strategies. We're kind of going to be doing a little bit of both replay analysis and live game walkthrough. So we've never actually done that. We never actually had one guest do one and the other, the other. But today's going to be the first, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So Chef's going to be playing some live games, walking us through, and then Veralynn will be doing some replay analysis. And so we'll bring them on in just 1 second. But we also have this awesome Razor giveaway. It's our weekly Razor giveaway we do. Big thanks to Razor for sponsoring the show and doing these giveaways for all the viewers of Pro Corner. And the way we're going to be doing the giveaway, the way you enter the giveaway, is you follow me on Twitter, or subscribe to me on YouTube, or like me on Facebook. And if you've done those things in the past, if you're a regular viewer, you always enter these giveaways. The other way you enter it is tweet me a very unique nickname for either Veralynn or LiquidSheth, and we'll read all these nicknames at the end of the show. It's always kind of fun, and we haven't had a nickname stick quite yet, like stick meaning like have them market themselves that way, but my goal is eventually to have one of those nicknames stick. So, but yeah, we'll read those out, and at the very end of the show, we'll randomly select from all the entries for the giveaway, and I'll be sending this puppy to you. It's an awesome headset. Let me give you a bigger picture of it right here. Yeah, there it is right there. Really cool Razer headset, and hopefully one of you guys will be a brand new owner of it. Okay, let me get these guys on, and we can start this show, or get these guys going, and I know you guys want to talk to them soon, so we're gonna be doing Q&A too at the end of the show, guys. So
one, and about 3 people said to me, I really want to hear Chet's opinion on what you did.
Hey guys, whoops, sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
But welcome to the show, guys. And actually the screen region is not quite right there. Let me fix that. But viewers, again, I kind of want to introduce these guys a little bit. I kind of mentioned who was going to be on the show, but first off, we have Mr. LiquidSheth, who I think all of you guys know. You probably watch his stream a lot. He's one of the best, zerg players that we have in NA here. And if you ever meet him in person, or gone to an LMG, met him in person, or just talked to him, you'll know that Sheth is arguably one of the nicest guys. He's like one of the best guys to all his fans. So always love that. And then next, the second guest we have is Veralynn. A lot of you guys might not know who Veralynn is, and that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to have her on the show. She's I think next to Scarlet, she's probably the best female zerg, or not just female zerg player, but female StarCraft 2 player I feel like in the world. I haven't seen anybody actually better than her, outside of Scarlet, but Scarlet is Scarlet. But she's she's been playing a lot of show matches lately against a lot of notable StarCraft 2 players and beating them. So hopefully you guys have been checking those out. But welcome to the show, Vera.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, so today we're going to have you guys kind of walk us through some strategies. As Chef, we're going to have you play some live games, and Vera will have you walk through some of your replays. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Before we start, actually, I wanted to see what where everybody will probably see you guys next. Like, what event do you guys have upcoming? Anything? Why don't you go first, Vera?
I don't have a whole lot going on right now. I was invited to a 16-man €1,000 invitational, which is yet to be announced, which will be running at the end of the month or this first week of October. So that's going to have some big name players in it. So that's probably going to be my next one. And I've just been training in between then and just doing 1 or 2 more show matches.
Okay,
so
cool.
Nothing major.
Shat?
I'll be doing like NASL stuff, Poker Strategy League stuff. I'll be at MLG, just kind of coming up soonish in November. Before that, I'll probably be somewhere. I just don't know yet. We'll see.
Yeah, that's the life of a player, right? Life of a Liquid player. Get sent to an event like last second, or have to have a plane ride over to Europe or something, right? Man. All right, let's. Well, why don't we start some of these? Why don't we start some of these games? I'm gonna jump in the StarCraft 2 real quick. See if lining up somebody for Shut the play here. Alright, let me see. There he is. Let me see if he's around first. And so the first game we're gonna have Shut play is gonna be a ZVP. Why don't you talk a little bit about ZVP and what are your thoughts on it right now?
Me?
Yes.
Sure. ZVP right now is really tough. I think it's a matchup that definitely rewards the person who plays it the best. It has a lot of intricacies that people don't really realize. And a lot of people just complain that, oh, well, late game Zerg's too good. And like if you watch the Koreans or just any good Protoss, they play really, really strong and aggressive early to mid game. And like they don't even get to late game. So like when they get to late game, basically they've already played like 10 games previously, like so many chances to win or lose before you even get to late game. And when you get to late game, it's actually very hard to play against them because they have such good positioning. And it's just all about being where you're not expected to be. At least in my opinion.
Are you the type of player that likes to really work towards the Broodlord army? Because I know a lot of folks that's like their sole focus is like the best way to get to that point to win the game. Or are you more more of an adaptive? Just if you see an opportunity to win like early game, you'll just go for it.
Primarily more of the go to Broodlord type guy, but
okay.
I don't know. I don't care either way. I do some timings and do some harassing. Depends on the map a lot, actually, too.
So I picked Cloud Kingdom for this. Any thoughts on Cloud Kingdom and ZVP?
It's really, really nice for Protoss to just go behind your 4th and then circle around your 3rd.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty good map for Zerg, I think, too.
Okay, great. Where's Shu? Uh-oh, I told him like...
He's here.
Is he? Yeah, I mean, I know he's here, but he's not quite here. Oh, no, you picked Protoss. You're right. Okay. Oh, there he is. Yeah, sorry. All right. Hey, let's get this puppet started. Big thanks for Shu for helping us out today.
Yeah, nice guy.
And he's actually at the EG house right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hanging out with Bryce and all those guys.
I want to go over there sometime. I just want to hang out with Bryce, and then it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Lots of folks over there now, man.
Really?
I think so. I mean, it's like there's like Chris, Bryce, Greg, all those. I mean, obviously, the house is pretty full now at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I thought Chris and Greg were at Korea for some reason, but yeah, they're there, I think.
Yeah, I think I saw Chris like on Wright's stream like yesterday, so I think he is. All right, so actually, Vera, what do you think of ZVP? I haven't quite gotten a chance to ask you.
I find it my toughest matchup actually right now. It used to be ZVT, but ZVP I find very, very hard to play. I find, in regards to the Broodlord question, I think I end up going for more Muta, just trying to take an opportunity to end the game as soon as I can, just because sometimes it just goes so long that I actually find that I just have one bad engage, and just my micro fails sometimes, and so it's not my most favorite matchup currently.
Okay. Do you use Mutas much in this matchup now, Chef?
Not really. I watched Scarlet use them really well against Hero. Recent little show match, but I think in general, if Protoss doesn't make any mistakes, then Mutas are gonna. I mean, they're just gonna be tough. And I'm not that good at micro and multitasking. Some people that's never been my strong suit. So I try and stay to my is it wheel or what's that term?
Yeah.
When you try and stick to what you're good with.
Yeah, stick
I
to your
want to say
strengths.
wheelbarrow, but that doesn't make sense.
Your wheelhouse?
Wheelhouse,
yeah. There you go.
Sticking to your wheelbarrow doesn't make sense.
Wheelbarrows. Not sure how that reference would work. Alright, so pretty much every zerg at this point goes... Oh, go ahead.
I had a question. Do you ever kill the scouting probe?
So like if it slides through my minerals, you mean? Or just like in general?
Yeah, like if it slides through your mineral line.
I used to do it all the time, and I'd call it the slide rule. Like, if you're greedy enough to go slide through it, I'm gonna try and kill you. But, I don't know. I don't do it as much lately. I do it if I think it'll tilt someone. Sometimes. But other than that, I don't really do it anymore.
I did it to Shu a few times, actually, and he wasn't impressed. So.
Yeah. It tilts them. It's really good for, like, an emotional impact. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't expect it, and the next thing they're like, it's very frustrating for them.
There's really no reason for them to run it through your mineral line, so they should be punished for it if they do.
Yeah, they're kind of asking for it, really.
Okay, so you're taking the third. So do you always just go straight to the third if they're blocking the natural?
No, not always. I mean, again, it's very map dependent. I guess that's kind of an easy cop out, right? Is always just saying it's map dependent, but
well,
it really is. And like in this map, positioning wise. The third is close enough that I usually can get there to prevent a cannon. So I'm usually okay with doing it.
Okay. Right. Alright, got your 4 lings. 6 lings. Talk to us about 6 lings here, because that's a little bit different than most people.
Okay. 6 lings is kind of like it's one more than you really need. I meant to only get 4, but if you get 6. And if you're ever playing someone you think is worse than you, by all means get 6 links and try and just run in them and try and force them to multitask at like multiple places. Then you just have to watch this probe, like see it just made that cyber core. If it went farther away, I was running in like instantly.
Gotcha.
But it chilled out properly, which was nice of them. So you just stay there, and I don't know. It's not too big of a deal having that there, as opposed to having 1 extra drone.
Yeah.
And the zealot can't scout either, which is nice too.
That's a good point. No scouting for Protoss, always good.
Try and scout, but...
So at this point, what are the triggers you're looking for from the Protoss?
Well, see that Overlord that's kind of slowly going around the top area?
Yep.
That's gonna see that probe, right? But then primarily it's gonna run in, and I want to see what he's doing with it. I want to be running in around 6:30 is a good time.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty popular time for folks.
And, just kill that before it can see much. And we're watching gas timing as well, really closely. That is expansion.
So you started 1 gas at... When was that? That was probably at like 36, is that right?
No, it was around 46.
Oh, 46, okay.
Closer to that at least. Veralynn might have noticed exactly.
Oh yeah, 2 of them. Oh, you built 1 at the third too, right? The double gas at 46, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty Stefano-ish. And he's going sentry right here, which is like asking you to be kind of passive and offensive. I think.
Okay.
We're gonna scout here and see even more, so. But still, no stalker. The best players right now are making stalkers right away.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, for one thing, you get to stop this Overlord from scouting too far. For another thing, you get really, really easily to pressure out a little bit. And that's just not going to be done right here properly, I don't think. I mean, maybe a probe slips by me. And that's something you should be checking for a little bit better, but like just playing very passive right now.
So you scout those 3 gateways. Does that make you very wary of like a 4-gate timing here, or just pressure? I mean, or anything like that?
A little bit. Like I'll try and make a few roaches right around here if I can.
Okay.
I don't want to make many, as like I see he made this many sentries, which you don't do if you're.
Yeah. 69 drones at 8:30. It's pretty good, man.
It's okay. I should have this 4th up already. And I shouldn't have made these roaches. I should have actually just made zerglings. So little mistakes, but it's these little mistakes that can kind of get to you.
What told you you were safe to take a fourth?
Well, I'm not taking even a fourth. I'm just taking.
A macro edge. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like he probably is doing something like taking an expansion here. That's kind of what his build is leaning towards. He is an observer even. You can see that with my overlord, even before he comes up to kill my overlord.
Nice.
Yeah. So you just, I don't know. Like in this position, like you said, I mean, I really do have just. I'm just safe with Stevie. I feel no pressure from this. I don't like this build at all by Shu. I mean, what do you think about it, Veralynn?
Sorry, say that again. I missed that.
What do you think of this build by Shu?
I've seen him do it a couple of times, but I think your army's pretty good though. I mean, the fact that he didn't even try and push out earlier, yeah, I mean, leaving Zerg to do whatever he wants on his own, I mean, you're in a really good position in my opinion. This is something that he often does though, and
Yeah.
you've got a perfect army for it really when you think about it, because I mean it's pretty strong and you've got something to just kind of run in and pick off one or two things, and also you're kind of making him dance around and waste all the force heals. So you know, I mean, I would have expected him to be more aggressive earlier, but I mean, you've got a fourth on the way, and I think you're just doing really well.
Yep.
So given that you didn't have much of a trade there at all, was that, and you didn't take out the third, did you still, are you still happy with that?
Yeah.
Engagements there? Okay.
Still quite happy with that.
Okay, great.
I mean, there's really no reason I shouldn't be very happy with it, I think. Basically, at this point, as long as we kind of keep him inside of his base while I'm teching up here, and I didn't spend that much on those roaches. Like, if you notice how many roaches I have, it's like very
Yeah, you
small
have
amount.
8, yeah, which is only 200 gas.
Yeah.
Not much at all. Just building a ton of lings here just to kind of...
Yeah, I mean, it's
Keep Mac
part of my
control.
army that will be necessary throughout the whole game, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, that mobility and being able to threaten counters are just key to keeping him, again, like in his base even longer.
And this is just, I'm just like, killing me, I think. Just pushed out there.
Some nice force fields, though.
Yeah,
And I think
but
you're
I mean,
gonna run him down, though. You're gonna run him
Lost
down.
too much stuff there that was really important.
Yeah.
There's no more energy as well, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason he needed to move out there at all. Like, I mean, he had those force feelings. It's like such a wasted feeling, I think, for him to do that. Like, I wasn't even pressuring his rocks that hard. It's like we talked about, I only had these lings, right?
Yeah.
And like only 8 roaches, but if your force fields are like kind of sloppy, like you said they were good force fields, like they're maybe okay force fields, by no means were they good force fields. They missed one area, and missing one area is all you have to do. Really.
Right. Yeah, he didn't really bisect your army much. He just kept the most of your army out of that battle, which ended up being good for you in the end of it.
Yeah, it wasn't like I don't know. This isn't going to be a tough game now, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, he lost a ton in that last battle.
I'm just wondering why he's not being more aggressive, really, because I mean you're kind of left to your own devices doing whatever you want, really. You know, I mean you're in complete map control. So, I mean this is, as we were saying earlier, I mean you do expect Protoss players to be more aggressive, and you know, it's just always trying to throw your timings off and just trying to just pick at your mineral line every so often. So
He just chose like the absolute wrong time to move out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Okay, you did really good. Like you've sat while you could have been aggressive, and then now when you really can't be aggressive, you're gonna move out.
Yeah, he might have even just wanted to check the tower, but he couldn't even make it there because Chef was already sitting like right there. All right, so now you're just gonna bust through here.
Oh,
Let's see what happens here.
I'm just assuming he has Colossus. He only has one Colossus, which is
Oh,
not
just a
bad.
second. But again, during all this, you're heading towards Brood Lords, and
I don't know what he's doing. He can't move out again after you've lost all that stuff.
yeah,
Just can't. And I mean, I have Corruptors over there that I can make into Rebards. I can remax on Zergling almost instantly with the larva I have left over.
yeah. No, I was obviously you played that really well, and we're punishing him basically for every time he was prematurely moving out, I guess there.
Just
But
bad timing seconds.
Yeah, but that's why that's why that kind of Ling Roach army is just good to have. Even if you're not planning on making some kind of big Roach, Ling timing like a Stefano or something, and because behind that you were already almost at Greater Spire, so definitely good stuff. Good stuff.
Just standard play. That's all it is.
That was such a short one, man. Let me. You want to do one more? Let's do one more with him because he's got to go in a second. Let's do one more, and then we'll. That was so short, man.
It's 15 minutes. That's not that short. It's like a standard game.
A standard game is EVP these days? Yeah. Well, maybe. I guess if they're. But he didn't even do a timing on you. Okay. All right. What map do you want to do? We'll do one more with him.
I don't care. I'm happy with anything.
All right. Let's choose Ohana. So, are either of you guys big advocates of that kind of mass spine, defense while you're going to Broodlords and Hive Tech?
I do every so often, but it's mainly because if I'm either trying to free up supply, I find I generally do it when I'm trying to free up supply than anything else. So I just have to use some of my drones. But I have done it in a couple of games, and I think it's just helpful while you're trying to spend all your money just getting out a few Broodlords. That at least even if you possibly lose one base or whatever it is, they've got a decent wall to get through, and you picked off something or the other. So I do it regularly, but not. Depends on the game, I guess.
All right, let's waiting on you, Vera.
If you're maxed, might as well make some spines, especially if you're about to die.
Yeah. Yeah. I was alluding more towards like style kind of stuff he has where he builds like a ton of them and uses it during there's that one timing that's right before Broodlords where they'll push with like Colossi army or.
It's hard on the maps. Like in that last map, whenever where would you put the spines there?
Yeah.
You have to put spines in like 3 areas.
Yeah, Cloud Kingdom's a really tough one. Yeah.
One where the rocks are. And even then your fort can still die from above.
So. That's true. Alright, so those of you just tuning in, what we're doing today is we're having LiquidSheth and Veralynn kind of walk us through some strategies. LiquidSheth's playing, this is going to be the second live game with our friend Shu here, or BB Shu. I forget what BB stands for, but so he's going to be walking us through this, and right after this we'll have Veralynn walk us through one of her replays. And we'll just keep kind of going back and forth here. We're only having LiquidSheth do this twice in a row because that last one just seems so short. Sheth was disappointed.
Sorry,
Man, God, what is he doing? God, this is easy.
I didn't mean to do it. Sorry.
Oh man.
I think it's actually it's a decent time game if you're doing a ladder game, I guess, because you're like, great, I can do 4 more games in an hour or 5 more games in an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
All the games start chugging games and not like a 40-minute painfully long game.
Oh, we don't need those, but just it's almost like no resistance. Also, viewers, we're also doing this giveaway, guys. So definitely enter it. We're giving away this Razer Orca headset. The way you enter it is.
Love it.
Oh, got him! You got him this time.
It's brilliant. I always think every time.
Oh no. But guys, the way to enter the giveaway is add me, follow me, like me on all the channels you'll see at the top left corner there. At ChanmanV, youtube.com/ChanmanV, and facebook.com/ChanmanTV, and you'll be entered into the drawing. And those of you that have entered, that just followed me and all that good stuff before, just tweet me at twitter.com/ChanmanV a unique nickname for either LiquidSheth or Veralynn. I'm gonna retire from SE2 now. Pro Corner fact, she was one of my first guests on the show.
Who was your first?
Machine and
Aww.
Titan. Yeah, those were they coached me for a long time. So
I thought it was Machine. That's cute. Machine is the coolest guy ever, by the way.
Yeah, Bryce is great. Did you see him on the cooking show this weekend?
No, how was it?
It was pretty good. Sam, by the guys, if you want to check out a really fun new show from Sam SE2. He does this cooking with the pro show, which is it's pretty fun. I mean, he has some culinary training. Sam does, so he has pros come on and usually cook with them. I think QXC cooked with them last time, but Bryce just basically hung out with them during it. I was hoping to see Bryce in an apron, but he wasn't cooking. All right. All right, so talk to me about Ohana versus Cloud Kingdom. Like, any key differences strategic-wise?
Yeah. I mean, I can be a bit more, what's the word? I can be a bit more passive here. Like, I can scout his gas timing a little bit easier here with this Overlord kind of behind his minerals. I can bring it around if I want to. I can bring it up. I mean, it's just I have lots more angles I can go to from that one. This game might be different just because of killing that probe and him not sending another one to scout. You basically have to send out another one to scout. Like there's no way you should not do that. I just took my third. I haven't made a single zergling. I mean, it's just not good. Like, I mean, maybe he's can rushing my third and I'm not seeing it. And you're like, oh shit, that's such a noob. Like, there's that probe, I guess. So, could be happening, but we'll see, I guess.
I prefer this map personally because I think it's just against any matchup or even against Protoss, you just kind of know you're either going to be rushed at the start or you can just very comfortably do a nice build and you won't get any kind of early aggression, which is what I just personally prefer. You can kind of work on your, you can build up a nice army, or even if you want to just do a bit of a push, get about 10, 15 zerglings kind of pushing and then kind of drone up behind it, take a third, take a potential fourth, or tech up. So I do prefer this map over a lot of other maps.
Really?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. I just do. I don't know. I feel more safe on this map. It's just ridiculous, but I do.
Ghost likes it too. I'm not a huge fan. I feel like they're gonna do some sort of early timing that can be really devastating to me. I just get that feeling a lot.
That's a good point as well, though, because I mean, sometimes if you send your Overlord on a certain path, it may not see the proxy somewhere, and then you get caught completely off guard. It's just down to a micro battle. But,
yeah, like right now, if he has like a War Prism just going to my main right here, I'm just like, well, I lose. Well played. I don't think he can, but I mean.
Yeah, that's kind of popular in this map too. I've seen it quite a few times. The Sentry War Prisms. You a big fan of Roach drops? That kind of timing?
Nope, I hate them. I used to be a fan of Roach Hydra drops.
Right.
But yeah, now I'm not so much. Alright, so we scout, like, because it's Shu, we're just assuming he's doing the same thing again. That's kind of a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he hasn't really scouted very much, and it's just kind of assumed at this point. At least in my mind. And that's kind of letting us... Like, this is how Rhett plays, by the way. So if you want to see, like, a Rhett game, just watch this. So many drones. Like, a freaking... Like, one Zealot comes and kills me right here. But there's no Zealots being made to come kill me, right?
Well, you upped last game. You have 73 drones at A3 this time. You upped it by 4.
Yeah. Well, like, no scouting. No scouting is, like, the absolute killer.
Exactly.
For Protoss. Like, I'm sure he's taking his expansion here. Because you see 3 gates, that's a very... Like, I see nothing here that's worrying me, because I'm going to be maxing on Roaches, like, very shortly. If their DT is great, I have a lair. I guess I'm kind of supply blocked here, so maybe if it happens right now, I'm in some trouble. But it's not, like, a tremendous amount. And I see he's not coming from one direction. So there's this. This doesn't really scare me at all.
It's just a bit of extra
backing
pressure.
into the corner.
Yeah, and like, if he has a bunch of sentries or something here, maybe it's painful, but... And this is a really odd timing. By odd, I just mean bad. Sorry, Shu. Loves you. It's not a good timing.
It's okay, he's retiring.
Yeah. That's a good thing. So at this point, like we just said, I'm just going to max out really soon. This game, because you said Roach drops, we'll go ahead and do Roach drops.
You are gonna do it. I didn't mean for you to do that. I was just asking what your opinion was on them.
I'll
It's all
show
good
you.
though. It's all good. You can show your versatility.
Yeah.
So one of the things I noticed too is, like, obviously you've been drawing real hard, obviously concentrating on injects versus creep tumors. How important is creep creep in this matchup compared to obviously ZVT. It's like crazy important. You see creep spread like madness on in that matchup. But how about ZVP? Because I've definitely seen a lot less early tumors, I guess, from a lot of the top pros.
It's important, obviously. Hooray, I think we got that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright. Sorry, what was your question again?
It's okay. No.
Awesome.
Yeah, for me,
Go
anyway,
ahead,
I know
Vera.
I don't use I think it just completely depends on the map. In this map, I would have creeped a bit more. I would have creeped the first, second, the third, and then obviously the fourth. As opposed to getting more visibility, I probably would have had a few more overlords or a couple of lings running around the place, just kind of having more map control that way, as opposed to creep tumors. But I don't favor kind of a 6-queen opening or extra creep queens. I just put one tumor down and just kind of spread it out. Very much like Sheth is doing.
Yeah,
but
pretty much what he did in this game.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really, I wouldn't prioritize it in this matchup. Anyway, I mean, obviously connecting the bases is more important, but because you get a lot of War Prism drops and stuff like that, I mean, I'd just kind of focus it down. I'd focus more on that and being able to get between my bases faster. There's too much surface area to cover in this map.
I see.
So, like,
All
even
right.
if his force fields are perfect here, I can go into dropships and do a lot.
No need though, right?
Really like sneaking out
Yeah.
at bad times. Just enjoys it. So, like, now we're on, like, secret missions to save these roaches.
I mean, that timing with the drops and the max roach was pretty right on mark there.
Yeah, it's okay. Could be a little bit better.
It's like 11:45 or something like that. It's freaking good stuff, yeah. Yeah, so now he's pretty much blocked from coming up his own ramp.
Interesting force fields from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from here, you know, you just keep making lanes. You don't really keep roaching ever behind this.
Okay, so Lings are as the reload.
Yeah, Lings with Infestor behind it, and you're just going up to Broodlord again. Like, you're just using it for that middle game pressure. And you don't mean to kill him with it, it just so happened that you moved out into my army again.
Yeah. And like if those of you didn't see it, like he already had an up and running like saturated fourth base too, so very, very nice. Chef. Alright, let's switch over to Vera now. And we're gonna be doing replay analysis with Veralynn because she's not quite as, I guess, used to playing and talking. So, but hopefully in the future we'll have you.
I've
do the
never
same.
done it.
Exactly, it's
I've
really
actually
hard
never
when you haven't done it
done
before.
it.
So
I'm working on it.
okay, so which replay you want to do first?
Can we do the Metropolis one?
Okay, so the
Teams of
ZBT, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's against Tarson, Millennium Tarson.
It's just there was a couple of people who knew I was doing this and just said, "Please do this replay. I want to hear what Sheth has to say." And I was
Okay.
like,
Yeah, this is a
But
pretty
I-
interesting one, so I'm not sure you
Yeah.
got a chance to look at it yet, Cheth, but this should
Well,
be interesting.
I have to caveat it that there's a bit of BM at the start, and I'm really sorry.
That's okay. So, well, we can fast forward. Why don't we fast forward to 2 minutes, and then we'll start from there.
I'll just watch from your point of view, I guess, Jen, then. I'll
Okay.
just watch on stream then. Because I have mine up too, but it's just easy for me to watch on stream. Like, well, stream actually wouldn't be similar.
Yeah, it's
We've
like
already
5
been
seconds,
delayed.
6 seconds delayed. I
Okay,
think.
so I'll watch the replay with you. Let me know what time we're at, and I'll be there.
Okay, I'm at 2 minutes.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just get there. Well,
So you can talk about the BM a little bit. I mean, there was a
okay,
reason
okay.
for the BM,
I don't
right?
mind the BM, but it's just it just keeps going on.
It was just
Hard
because he
to
was BMing you the game before it, right? Or something like that.
What happened was he killed like 201 of my drones. He had a Banshee, and the Banshee had like about 50 kills in it or something like that, and I had like no Evo chamber down, so I had no vision whatsoever. And it was just a painful game. But anyway,
Oh man, I know those games. I've been in those games a lot.
because this was match point, because this was 3-1 to him. So
Oh, 3-1?
this-
Oh wow,
This
okay.
is why it was very frustrating, because this was like the game. So
Okay, I'm at 2 minutes.
me too. So we're just going faster, yeah?
Yeah, we're just gonna go regular speed. Yeah, faster. Sheth, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, start.
And everyone BMs, so it's no big deal.
Yeah.
We all do at some point. Yeah, so this game, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about it because I mean, with Tarzan, he generally goes from the games that I played with him. He was going a lot of bio with a bit of mech, so you know, like he'd have like 1 or 2 tanks thrown in there, that kind of thing. So it completely. I mean, I wasn't really sure what to expect this game considering it was match point, so I just went my very standard build. Now the thing with this game that was a bit different was normally I always go 15 hatch, but what I also do is around 21, 22. I go for the 3 base gasless expand. And this game I kind of didn't do that because I normally always do that. So ignore the BM. Sorry, it's even distracting for me. But yeah, no, I would just generally go 15 pool, 15 pool, 15 hatch, and just join up behind it. Again, just overlord positioning down by his main. I wasn't really sure what to expect here, but I kind of did something a bit different this game, which is why.
So have you done? I mean, obviously, prefacing a little bit. Have you done this before against other folks? Like this, what you're about to do to him? Or is this kind of on the fly? I mean, this is.
No, I have,
okay.
but I don't do it regularly.
Okay.
I've tried it out a couple of times, and it's only when I'm really, really annoyed, which sounds ridiculous, but only when I'm really, really annoyed. So basically I didn't take my third. Now, I mean, realistically, I think in the last maybe month, I've gone 3 base gases expand as my standard. I used to just go 15 hatch, and I've just been trying to get my economy
Against
up behind
Terran?
it. Against
You go
every
3 hatch before
against
gas?
every yeah.
Even Zerg?
Yeah.
Wow, even against
Really?
Yeah, unless it depends on the map, or it depends on the player, or it depends on what he's doing. You know, I mean, obviously, if you know someone's going to quickly all in you or something like that, or whatever it is, you know. But as much as I can, I've just tried to kind of stick to one kind of build and see how I can work it, because I think it all works. But anyway, then I kind of go and take his
Look
third.
at this. Okay, so talk about this. Talk about taking like your 3rd hatch at his 3rd.
Well, as a Terran player, I expected that he would take his expand, and he wouldn't be taking a 3rd for a while, so he wouldn't see this because of the debris. And I didn't actually expect him to go up and scout this area at all, because I knew he had taken his expand. So based on this, I guess the logic behind it, bar being frustrated, was even if I mine and get a couple of minerals out of here, I can just kind of take a couple of minerals out of his mineral patch, so it just affects him later on. But also, if I can pull it off half decently, what I can do is I can actually just get a lot of reinforcements from this base and just kind of push in. So if he pushes out, and I know he's pushed out, I can kind of push in, and he doesn't realize, assuming he hasn't seen it. No. So I mean, this is match point, so I kind of was like, I don't know if this is going to work, but if it works, it'll work beautifully, and if it doesn't, it'll be brilliant either way. In my head, this is what I thought.
Okay.
What do you think, Sheth, of this?
It reminds me a little bit of Brood War, where you would just take your opponent's base because no one expects you to, like, it's so dumb to do it that no one expects it, and then it's good, so it kind of works out that way.
Well, I mean, Terrans never scout. I mean, they never scout that 3rd. I mean, there's no reason for them to ever go there, right?
Well, I mean, he has the 3rd CC up, so it's like, it's kind of risky in the current state of TVZ now.
Yeah.
Because this 3rd CC happens so much earlier. But like you said, Metropolis, a lot of times, like, they know that they can't just go take that base already.
Yeah, and she's doing a roach timing behind this too, so it's. I feel like that roach timing might come before that 3rd CC even would fly over there. Like he's still just muling off that 3rd. Let's see.
I mean, the thing is, he saw from me that I played that I kept going 3 hatch before gas, so he expected it from me. So he didn't ever expect that I would take this at all, which is why it was genius timing. Okay, I'm not going to say genius timing. I was really impressed. I was say so myself. So,
all right, so you got you've pretty much got 13 roaches or 10 up attacking right now, and then it's followed up by 30 lings here. Is this all in your head or in your mind right now, or no?
No, I was pretty confident that he could hold it off, but I was just trying to think if I could just push him in and just kind of supply block him, or just try and do some damage for now. At least I could go back and drone up behind it. So I made the 30 links reinforcements for now, but then obviously depending on how the engage goes, then I can go, okay, do I need to drone up behind this? Do I need to take potentially a 4th? What kind of tech do I need to go for? So I guess it's kind of in between. It's kind of sussing out the lay of the land first. But I mean, I was happy to continue on playing. I mean, I kind of knew, especially with all those SCVs, and I mean, the placement of the bunker was very well done by him, and that's definitely what stopped this quote unquote all in. But I mean, I've really he's had to float away his orbital command, and he's not mining, and so even though I lose a significant amount of these, I know I'm able to. He just hasn't mined all this time, which is good for me.
Yep, I think it's fine. Especially because you got all the SCVs. That was the key thing. Is if you get the SCVs, good deal. The other thing is that he doesn't really have high tech. He delayed the tech for him. Like, even just not getting upgrades, not even having a factory yet. It's all really good stuff. Getting that stuff.
You almost took out the tech lab. I mean, that would have been huge, actually, because I think it was getting stim at the time.
Yeah,
okay,
so
so
I mean,
from
like,
here, how are you transitioning?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just droning up behind this, because obviously I spent so much of larva just trying to get all those links and stuff like that. So I mean, my economy. I mean, at this stage, I want to be way more ahead on drones, and so because of that, I'm just trying to drone up significantly behind this.
Yeah, switch it back to macro again, right?
But I am droning from his third, so that was fine. The queen.
So when a Terran's in this state, when they're behind, do you ever find that they kind of get in all-in mode here, or do you find that they're always just trying to catch up and going back to macroing and doing what Terrans normally do?
I think they're just trying to macro back up because I mean, especially after I took out all his SCVs. I mean, I would have expected him, instead of him sending out a couple of more of his Marines, he knows that I was very comfortably mining off of 2 base at least from during that entire attack, and so he lost all his SCVs. So I would expect him to go towards more macro and just try and get more tech up, because I mean, from his point of view, I could have more upgrades than him right now. I could be getting a hell of a lot of banelings, and he's got loads of Marines. So that's what I normally expect anyway from them. I don't think it makes sense for them to try and get loads of units and try and push in, because they might be able to hold stuff, especially if I've been mining off my second for all that time.
Right.
Yep, the only time they do push out is whenever they, instead of having like 4 racks, tech lab or reactor, is usually once they have, or if they're going for really quick medevac, then they can kind of push out, and it's not even a real push out, it's like, we're going to push out until you kill my army, or until it can escape into the medevacs at least.
I see.
But yeah, in this case, with what Tarson did, everything looks fine. Making some banelings, getting ready for a flank.
Yeah, it's such a big map too, so you have plenty of time to morph Banes once you see them at the watchtower there.
Yep, Tarson not having those 2 medevacs.
I know. It's gonna get ugly soon.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to probably find out where my third, or is my third up, and try and pick out my third. But this was just very well done, because I felt that he didn't micro it well, and he microed himself into a corner, which didn't work out very well for him. And then with my infestation as well, it was just once I had that one go down, it was fine.
Yeah, I mean there was not much you could do there when you have fungal Banes and like a crap load of lings there, but I guess a lot of lings were gone there, but
no, I mean, he did
trade.
very well overall. Yeah, he did very well overall. But I think it was just if he hadn't microed his way into a corner, I think it would have been a bit better for him.
Okay. All right, so now you're obviously at Investor Tech, and that one base is still, man, you're getting plenty of mining off that base. Jeez, you've been putting gas there now.
So I noticed you don't have a queen in your main. Is that accidental? Just like you missed the queen? Or is
I think that was accidental. I'm pretty sure that was accidental, because I mean, obviously, I think he took out one of my queens. I actually can't remember.
Oh, I bet that was it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't like having extra queens. I think 1 queen per base. I don't normally have creep queens or anything like that.
Oh really? Not even in this matchup?
No.
Okay.
But he ended up scouting this third from his medevac flying over it. So he saw it now.
15 minutes into the game, he sees it now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, apart from that, I mean, this game was just very different, because I mean, taking his third, I mean, obviously, I mean, now I'm taking his fourth and my third behind this, just trying to get my economy up, because I mean, normally at this stage I'd have at least 80, 90 drones, so I'm not really happy that I'm very much of a macro-oriented player. But this is cleaned up half decently anyway, I think. I can't remember.
Yeah, we kind of let him back in a little bit by taking his third. Like, now he can force you to kind of engage here. But I guess it just depends on, like, this is kind of your moment to shine. If this attack does well, then you're fine.
I think the biggest thing that went wrong for him there was that he only had one tank. If he had at least 2 or 3 more tanks, it would have been just perfect. He could have held that off, but I was able to run in and just kind of do as much damage, take out most of his stuff. Obviously didn't stunt, just my length kind of pushing it at his SCV line. I mean, he took out a good few of my my drones and my main, but I mean, I had so many drones at the time as well, and from his third as well, it didn't make much of a difference to me. I mean, now I'm saying that was a very stoppy move from my part, but I wasn't able to hold it off any other way because obviously everything was down by his natural.
Yeah, no, I would say here that he's actually ahead, or at least very close to ahead, just because of upgrades. Like, he's getting 3-2 upgraded, and you don't even have a hive yet. That's the scary part for Zerg, for sure.
The one thing I tend to forgo, and I know it's something that I need to improve on myself personally, is that I do tend to forget my upgrades, or I do think that I'm ahead at the time, so I'm kind of like, I'll just look at units and kind of push in, because then I'm kind of distracting the player as much as I can. So I find that I do that a lot more when it comes to upgrades. I mean, a lot of people have actually pointed that out to me. But I mean, I think that I felt that I didn't actually have the economy to sustain. I mean, I always kind of try and have more drones than what I've had this game, and I really didn't very well when it came to drones this game. So
do you have any special hotkeys for your upgrades?
Yes and no. I just hotkey my Evo chambers on, like, you know, maybe 5 and 6 or 7 depending on how many bases I have, and then just remember to upgrade them behind it, or Spire. But I don't know, I need to, I do that to remind myself about upgrades, but then I'm like, I need more stuff. Which doesn't really work out very well. But again, obviously the mutas now are just to try and to deal with these medevacs, just to try and pick them off.
Yep, and then you can pick off medevacs if he kills army when he attacks too. That's really important.
Yep.
And this group spread is really killing him too.
Yeah, that third, I mean, just like he's mining on one base at this point for the most part, and I mean, I think tech-wise you're actually right. He's probably ahead, but I think economically, I think it's pretty even because of his late third here. I mean, he still hasn't gotten it down. This is crazy. That's why you gotta love that creep spread, man.
Yeah, I think if you had somehow managed, like, right when he saw your third base, if you just took all your drones and ran them to your third, like, just because you know he'll try his best to kill it, then you'd be in a better position, and you'd still have the creep spread that denied it. Until like 20-minute mark, denying this third is pretty insane.
I think you saved some of the drones.
Tanks. Yeah, this was bad positioning by him. Yeah, they're just all.
Oh yeah, they're just kind of. Oh wow. Oh man, that was weird.
It's just timing there, obviously.
Oh, look at the funnels too. I don't think they could have gotten any better for you there. All the Marines clumped there, and then the tanks clumped with the lanes.
It's pretty good for sure.
Yeah.
Now he's fighting with SCVs, which is by far his strongest part of his army here. Killed an infestor with SCVs. His medevacs heal SCVs really well.
Hey, they're trying, man. They gotta use their energy on something. But look at that. They're actually doing decently. And the Marines are coming in from behind now.
A couple of SCVs with a few kills on them.
Yeah, you weren't joking, man. Those SCVs with medevacs are lethal.
SCVs OP.
There's an SCV with 3 kills at least.
Hey, how come SCVs don't have attack upgrades? Shouldn't SCVs have like +3 to them?
No. Bad idea.
That's true. That would be a terrible idea. Then all of a sudden they would be viable.
Then we just make 5 command centers of your SCVs. Like land mules to heal the SCVs. And,
exactly. Oh my god, that'd be brutal.
Because you can repair SCVs, right? So like,
yeah, you can.
Are they the only unit that you can repair by both, like, repairing and by medevac?
Oh, that's a good point. I think so. I think you're right. Because medevac's supposed to only be able to heal bio, right? But
And you're only supposed to be able to repair mech.
I mean, are there guys inside these SCVs? I mean, are they little mech units?
I don't know. So like, then they could get double healed, and they'd just be even too OP.
That's true. That's
You know,
very
SCVs,
true.
healing SCVs, and medevacs healing SCVs that are healing SCVs.
Pretty much need Banes to kill them. Instant damage.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean, 3-3 Marines with the medevacs against 0-1 mutas is just not the best combination to try and engage at
Yeah.
all.
Such pretty Bane links. Such pretty Bane links.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, definitely.
Or Terran. Good third.
You guys been
And
using
that's
Broad Banes a lot in this matchup at all?
Yes.
That's, oh man, this is gonna be. Oh, those.
Oh, didn't cancel.
That's a lot of them. Ooh. That was a lot of SCVs right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. All right, why
He-
don't let's see. Yeah, he's like to his last 2 mineral patches here, and those drops though, those drops are kind of killing off your bases too. But he's taking away too much. He's about to be done mining here.
Oh yeah, this is his last attack, his last chance.
Yeah.
Just has to split a lot better than he's doing.
All right, why don't we fast forward the rest of this, and then kind of see the 8 exit, see the finishing move here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, great game. So, what do you think of that, Chef? You think the, at least on the maps where I guess there's a rock to the third that's laid out kind of like this, or even Ohana? Like, you think that's a kind of a viable strategy?
Viable or good every once in a blue moon?
Yeah.
I think the latter.
All right, good stuff though. Okay, let's see if let's see if we can get a. Since we just talked about DBT, let's see if we can get another Terran up here to play with Chef.
I've played 2, and we've only seen 1 replay. So
Okay,
I
why don't you want to go to another replay here?
I was just saying.
Well, if you played longer games,
Yeah,
She wasn't retiring, okay?
No, this will be good because I'm trying to make her actually not here right now. So, all right, why don't we go to the ZVZ one? There, does that sound good?
yeah, sure.
All right, let's do it. Man, so speaking of ZVZ, there were like a million ZVZs this weekend at WCS. Crazy ZVZ.
It's because
Weekend.
Zerg is so weak.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah, real
And
weak.
then, like, they're forced to kill each other off because they're just so weak they banded together.
Yeah. All right, let's fast forward it to 2 minutes again.
True.
All right, talk to me about ZVZ, guys.
Love it.
Killer's
Love
cheesy.
it. Love it. All right.
Actually, he played really well this game. This game was definitely his game. But I love ZVZ. I used to hate ZVZ so much, and now it's like my favorite matchup.
What do you think, Chet? I mean, what are your thoughts on ZVZ?
It's very imbalanced.
It's very balanced. That is about as politically correct statement you could say there. That's true. It's balanced.
It's a good matchup.
Do y'all feel like it's coin flippy these days, or no?
No, it's pretty
I
standard.
got like 7 pull-all-ins last for Weenock at MLG.
I know. I remember. That's why I'm asking you, man.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh,
Uh,
killer.
God, that's brutal when you get a ton of those.
That's the one thing I think that I don't like about ZVZ, but I think that's really more. It's this cheese borderline bad manner really to do something like that because I got cheesed or I got 6-pulled on a show match like with full drone pull and stuff like that, and it's just frustrating when that happens because ZVZ is actually so much fun. There's just so much as somebody who I know said that it's like a knife fight. Always someone's running over here, someone's running over there. Trying to take your expansion, trying to hold it and so forth. So I think it's just I don't know. I love it, but the cheese is.
Yeah, I mean the thing I love personally about ZVZ is like, especially watching it, is the the balance of the game it changes so fast and constantly. Like, you have this push and pull that's just happening like every 30 seconds sometimes when you're talking about ZVZ. But all right, let's get this started. 3, 2, 1, go. So what's the minimum opening? Like, what's the earliest or the latest pool you can build to defend against like a 7 pool?
I'd say 15. I mean, I guess you could do a 16 pool with no hatchery, maybe defend it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've done something like that where you see once you notice that they have got it, you cancel your hatch and then you try and get your fill of pasture and just to save the minerals or just try and deal with this. But I think it's fine because I think as long as it's really just down to micro. I mean, if you get your pool, you just need to kite your drones around enough just to wait for the lings to pop out and your queen to pop out.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either do it with the spine or you can do it with them. I mean, I know for me, I don't know if they've held it off, but you can. I think just kiting around your drones. It all depends on the player as well, because they might just go straight for your hatch and just ignore your drones, and then you're just waiting. So I think it just depends on the situation, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very micro-intensive thing. I mean, one of the things I've started doing is just letting my hatchery even finish. Then you just kind of can ignore their spine that they will usually have finished, but you just run everything away.
Oh, into your natural?
Yeah, some maps that doesn't work if their spine can like hit you while you're running away. But like on a map like Shakuris, you could definitely go to the expansion pretty easily.
Yeah.
Not easily, but it's doable. And then try and maybe put a spine up there of your own.
Yeah, having the flexibility of that is actually really nice dealing with it. I've seen several players do the same thing.
Not saying either is better, just like they're both actual options, which is weird.
Yeah.
Do you ever use your drones to take out the spine?
Oh yeah, I mean you have to delay it as long as you possibly can. But it's still like it's gonna be up usually.
Yeah. Do I value mining time or do I value potentially taking this down? It's kind of the trade-off, really.
Yeah, you just want to always be going for the spine until they get there with SCVs and the drones and the wings. If they had SCVs, it'd be even more imba. It'd be repairing that spine crawler.
Yeah.
Spine crawler would be repairing that or something.
All right, so getting your Bane nest, and is it more precautionary at the timing of this Bane nest, or are you planning on being aggressive?
I generally am aggressive, but the Bane nest for here, if I remember this game, is more defensive than anything else. In ZVZ, I don't really kind of push them with lots of lings and lots of banelings. I do push with lots of lings, and sometimes I go with some banelings, but I think it also depends on the player that I'm playing. So I'll probably push him with a few lings and maybe try and throw one baneling in there, but I wouldn't invest a lot of money or time into it. It's just more to throw him off his own strategy, really.
Okay, so both of you guys are sending some lings across the map. It's like, little ling skirmish here in the middle here. See some ling micro.
Yeah, no, he was
pretty good, pretty even. I mean, but now you got a bunch of lings following up here.
I tend to try and do more of an aggressive play against, and I often do it with slow lings as well, just to try and distract him while I'm maybe going for something really fast behind, like either a roach push behind it or trying to just drone up behind it or whatever it is. This is just distracting enough for him. I'm making like 8-10 drones behind this kind of thing. So
that's the nature of this matchup. It's like it's always when you're on the opponent's side of the base, you're droning. Or side of the map.
Yeah, I mean
okay, there we go.
Here we'll have like 2 banelings kind of pushing in it, and I'll try to do something with them, but unlikely that I get anything done with them. Try and get 1 or 2 of those drones, but I mean, unlikely.
Oh, that was a nice one. Okay, well, you definitely got your money's worth of them. Killed a lot of lings there.
See, I would disagree with that too.
Okay.
I think at the end of it, you have to just purely look at like the amount of gas that each player has.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of workers. And if you look at the amount of workers, he's ahead by 2. So while it seemed like it was good, it was definitely better than like nothing. Like you could have got nothing there and it would have been horrible. But definitely, I think it's about even here. I mean, now you're ahead by 3, but yeah, that was just my thoughts.
No, I generally would try and get those banelings into the mineral line. That would be the main aim, because he has so many lings, because he saw so many of my lings. It was just more a case of, if I don't take these out in some shape or form, they're going to be coming for my drones in a second. So that's kind of the investment behind it. But I do agree, though. I mean, it is down to the bigger picture of the overall gas, the overall droning. So agreed. I mean, I may have taken out like 5 or 6 slings, but yeah, bigger picture.
Oh, it's definitely good. I didn't mean that. I just mean, at the end, you have to judge it by what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep. What time are you guys at? Because
8:55.
okay, so
9:04.
I'm at 9:04.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the slow one here.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, holding us up, Sheth. Like, I mean, what the
No,
hell?
no.
yeah.
When you were when you're pointing out the just down by 2, I just yeah.
You guys quit spoiling stuff for me. Okay? I'm not that
Oh
far
my
ahead.
God, ultras on the field.
Okay, so you're both taking the third now, and kind of talk to us about when you guys, feel like is the right timing for the third. I mean, is it once you guys had a skirmish, or once you're pressuring, your opponent's side of the map, or is there some other kind of, logic behind when to take a third?
The logic behind this game was I'm going for a Spire, and I feel I'll need gas, and I'll need more drones for upgrades, so I need the third base. So I'm taking my 2 gas now, the third. So that's the main reasoning behind that. But generally it depends. I mean, like in this game, for example, we've had the skirmish. He's not doing a whole lot. I've taken out a lot of his lings, and so he's sacrificed larva for lings, and so he's trying to. I'm assuming he's droning up behind it. So I think it's pretty safe to take my third as well behind this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just more judging, kind of going. Does he have more map presence? Do I see more lings kind of pushing in? And I didn't see a whole lot. I just saw some bits here and there, and so I felt it was safer. But also, it shouldn't be. Oh, is it safe to take it? It's more of a case of I need my economy, so I should take my expand whenever I feel comfortable, and because I was nearly too base saturated, it just made sense.
Okay.
But you'll see no upgrades again this game. Just heads up, all right? I mean, seriously, it's one of those things.
Upgrade's so important.
You made a weird choice going straight to your main hatchery blinds. That's just something I wouldn't do if I was a zerg. You kind of were doing well and picking off a few. Definitely wasn't ready for your metas, so like that was definitely it's definitely hurting in there.
Yeah, I mean, I would have probably, if I was him, I probably would have done a bit more map control. Maybe tried to take out 1 or 2 of the drones, or 1 or 2 of the overlords, and then maybe gone to the third or the second to pick up a few drones as opposed to going to the main. But I guess it was also for scouting information from his point of view as well. Would be my thoughts on that.
Yeah, bailing explosions are off always. It just happens to everyone.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where it's where we pause the show for like 5 minutes and just slowly chant, "We want land, Blizzard." So then you'd be hitting that thing like every time.
All right, so Muta and Muta here. Talk to us a little bit about that when both players are going Muta. I mean, is it just the first person to get to, just to kind of finesse into infestors first, or is it just going to be really just hammering each other out with just mass Muta?
I mean, in this scenario, I think because we have so many Muta, it's just down to the micro and who can actually micro their and he brought his queen along to potentially do some kind of transuses or potentially attack, but his micro was that's true.
Yeah, you're just
I mean
way more there.
He was ahead a lot of this game, and it was just it's just a misclick, just a miss micro on his part. I think he had more mutas than me actually at one point. But yeah, I mean, like from sorry, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, he just gave away a lot of meters.
I mean, when it comes
nice
to
play
transition,
catching off guard.
Yeah. Although he has better creep threat than me, better third than me. So
not by much. Not by much.
What he's doing, which I kind of agree with, on is if I was in his position, is kind of go, okay, well, I can't take care of these mutas, and I know the economy to do it, or the gas potentially to do it. So just just try and take out as many drones as I can. So his continuous aggression behind it is fine. But I mean, I know that I have a pretty strong economy, and I know that he has nothing, no anti-air at all, and so I'm able to try and pick up all his drones. He's not even pulling any of his drones at all behind this.
Yeah, he needs like a base trade or something.
Yeah, I mean, he's just taking free damage at this point. One-sided damage at this point. So whenever you guys do go Muta, because I've gone Muta before too, and I usually get stuck in the mode of I just keep making Mutas, just to stay on Mutas. In your head, do you have a transition? I mean, do you have a transition planned where it's like, okay, I'm going to build about 15, 16 Mutas, and then I'm going to transition. Like, I'm not going to get to the point where I'm building 25, 30. Are you guys ever like that, or are you guys just, you know, let's just, you know, it really just depends on the game?
Well, for me, it depends on the map. I mean, I guess that's a go-to answer. Pretty much everything.
Right.
And you really just, that has to be almost your answer, because you have to preface in things like, are we really close to each other, or are we not? If you're really close to each other, it's really hard to get that infestor switch, because your opponent can keep watching really closely, seeing how many mutas you have, and reacting really quickly, and your infestors aren't going to come out in time. But if you're far enough away, then you think you have that extra bit of time, maybe you can switch, throw up a spore. You can throw up a spore too in close position, but sometimes that doesn't even help if they have just enough muta extra. I mean, even something like 3 or 4 muta extra, 1 spore isn't going to counter that, and they can kind of choose the battle if they go for the queen. I think there's so much more to that answer than I'm even giving. Like, I could just sit here for an hour, like, well, here's transitioning out of muta to
right.
possible scenario.
No,
that's the reason why I didn't answer first. I was like, where do you even begin on that? I don't know. I think that I think with muta, excuse me. I think with muta, I know for me, what I do is I try, if I'm just trying to do a bit of aggression, like say I'd often go muta against, say, Protoss to try and do a bit of aggression and get a bit more map control, depending on obviously who the opponent is. But I mean, I'd probably just go about 6 or 8 muta and then kind of judge the game on what's going on his side and what's actually, you know, what his economy is like and whether it's the proper transition to continue on with that. So, and also agreed, it totally depends on the positioning on the map and all of it. There's just so many things to actually consider in that question. So I think Sheth covered the tip of the iceberg, really.
Okay, great. Viewers, for those of you just joining in, what we're doing today is we have LiquidSheth and Veralynn playing doing a combination of playing some live games and doing some replay analysis. And we're walking through all kinds of zerg strategies and all the matchups. And we just got finished doing a couple of Verolynn's replays, and I think we're going to go switch over back to you, Sheth, and have you play a game. Unfortunately, I can't get a hold of Maker anymore. You're supposed to play some ZVTs with you, but you guys have any Terrans online we might be able to ask and see if they can help us out today? Oh, actually, Maker just messaged me. Oh, he can't do what? He can't do them now. Oh well.
Tarson's online. I can ask him.
Okay, that sound good, Sheth?
Feel free. I like Tarson.
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
a
in the cast.
Good guy. What map would you like to play?
So hilarious.
Is he? I didn't know
right.
that. Really?
Cracks me up. Oh yeah, he's priceless. Did you see his Twitter? Like his Twitter, his like status is just farming gold for Min School.
Nice.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Hey, he's not the only one. A lot of people farm. Okay, let's go to Daybreak here. Oh, also, guys, we're doing a giveaway. And so you've got probably about, I don't know, maybe about 30 more minutes to enter into this giveaway for this Razer Orca headset. Great headset from the great folks at Razer. And here's a quick picture of it, too, if you guys want to get a close-up of it. And the way you enter it, guys, is to follow, subscribe, like me on those channels right down there, like this Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And that will enter you into the drawing. And if you've done all those things in the past with the other giveaways that I do every week, just go ahead and tweet me a very unique nickname for LiquidSheth or Veralynn, and that will also enter you. Okay, let's see who we got here. Where's Tarson? Is he up for it?
He's
or no?
no, I'm asking him. He hasn't responded yet. I don't know if he is. So
It's hard to find Terran these days, man. Let's see.
he hasn't responded though, so I'll see if I can find somebody else from my end.
You see anybody online by chance, Sheth?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We got no responses yet.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, me either.
I'd have to. Oh, Daisy. Is Daisy? Oh, here. Daisy wants.
I'll actually be right back in 1 second, guys. Sorry, 1 second.
I'm BM to Daisy. Daisy's super awesome.
Yeah.
I told him I'd be playing a game with him, and then I didn't show up for like 5 hours.
Oh man, that's harsh.
Yeah.
Daisy's Protoss though, right? Is
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
He would give a long game though.
Yeah, we could do that if you want. If you're up for it, I'm up for anything. So.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. say hey to him. So, folks that don't know Daisy, he's a Korean Protoss. Actually, what team is he on? ESC?
ESC.
ESC? What's ESC? I forget. She's.
If you don't know, you could Google it and check it out.
Exactly.
All their sponsors.
I usually am really good about that. I'm just having a brain fart today.
Sorry about that.
Okay. But yeah, Daisy had a pretty good. I think his the last LNG he did pretty well at, I believe. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me switch. I don't want to be playing you. That would be a very short game. Okay. Well, Daisy's got to go to the bathroom real in 1 sec, so...
Daisy is really, really good.
Yes, she is. She's very good.
So, you know how I kind of did pretty well against Shu? He's going to do the same thing to me. And you're going to be like, why are the games so short? And I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry.
I think you'll be fine. So Vera, are you going to be playing another show match with Zeke soon, or?
I hopefully will. I had one actually this Wednesday, but I cancelled. Just some real life stuff came up, so I'll be probably postponing that till next week. It hasn't been announced yet, but it'll be a Protoss player, so I'm kind of not looking forward to it. Got to vary it up a bit, I guess.
Well, that's it's always the best thing to do, right? Is work on your weaknesses.
Yeah, I tend to prefer doing show matches over like ladder or doing some tournaments, like say daily tournaments and stuff. I do prefer just show matches because then you can focus on one race and also you can focus on someone who's actually obviously way better than you. And because obviously on ladder it's practice. You're not really playing to the best of your ability because you're kind of just laddering. I'm not sure if you agree with that, Sheth, but I know for me I just always just ladder, and if I lose someone, oh well, that's about it. But obviously in a show match or a tournament it's completely different.
Everyone's really different. I think everyone needs to find their own best way of training.
Yeah. Agree with that.
I do think, though, I forget who it was who always says this. Might be like Torte, but it's like, no, I don't know who it is. I should know. He says something like where if you just took a team and you just paid them salary-wise, for every hour that they played, they got like a certain salary. If that team would be really good, because if you just play a whole bunch, then you're gonna get pretty good. Yeah, Daisy is sick good.
He is very good. I remember, I remember a few of his MLG games that I was able to watch were amazing. So.
Yeah, my answers are going to be really herder.
We'll be talking a lot, Vera, during this game. We won't be talking to Sheth very much during this game. All right, Daybreak. This is a good Zerg map, right? For again in ZVP. Would you say? No, Vera. I'm asking.
I'm just getting distracted. Sorry. Against Protoss, yeah, I think it's a pretty good map. Against Protoss, I mean, you're your natural quite easily, and you're third. I mean, for me, for my 15 hatch, I think it's fine from a history point of view.
Yep.
And also, I mean, from group strat point of view as well, you're actually able to you're actually very comfortably able to take your fourth. Although your fourth being the one beside the Zelda Watchtower, although it is very open, I think it's actually quite comfortable to take that one as well, and also just get the map visibility. He's just saying him type, so he's not going to play the game properly. He's like, damn, I'm timing. Yeah. All those numbers as well.
It's Ghostly strategy. You can press F11 and it'll bring it up again.
Oh, I think the stream restarted. Sorry about that, guys.
Alright, so if I make links here right now, can I get in, Vera? Or are these links pointless? Should I make a queen? I think I'm like cutting that bare line of maybe I kill a probe, maybe I don't.
Shit, asking you to cheat here.
Obviously, it'll make links and it'll be wrong.
Yeah, that's true. That would be even worse. Being
Give him
wrong.
like the wrong advice the entire time.
Do it, and then.
I don't know. I'm still very unsure if I make it here or not. I think I make it, but I think he walls. So maybe I get shield damage. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think he's. Well, we'll see. I mean, you can see exactly what he's doing up front there. Wow, that's pretty impeccable timing right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I force 25 minerals.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's worthwhile, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe it's even. And now, like, hopefully he's building a pylon at my third and I can go kill it.
Yep. Alright, so he's like the instant response of running straight back to.
I know there's a probe somewhere doing something evil. I did just pass it though. I just have to check.
Oh, whoops. Whoops, sorry about the game screen, guys. I've been sitting on the other one screen for a while here. Didn't miss much, guys. Just missed the 3 hatch opening.
Do you prefer 3 hatch opening, Chef, or what do you normally do? Standard
In
or
ZVP?
yeah.
This is like super standard. I don't think there's anything that's better than this. In ZVP opening wise, at least. I think this should be standard. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Especially in ZVP overall. I mean, I know I try and do it for every single matchup. It's just trying my hand on a couple of things, but I think it's great overall. Just because you have the economy to sustain any kind of change, especially with like cores and you're able to kind of respond fast with a good economy behind it, especially on the snap as well.
Alright, there's your gas timing. Just like the one at each base. So it's a little tricky if the Protoss comes in scouts. Alright, let's see if he gets over that 73 drone count that he had last time at 8:30.
No, not even close. There's that stalker. Remember what I said earlier about
yeah.
how
Yeah.
they make a sentry, I'm like, whoa, you're bad. And then when they don't make the sentry, I'm like, I can do something. Or I have to defend, that sort of thing.
You have to spend some larva on probably some lings. Maybe? Let's see.
Scouted it.
Alright, Overlords are scouting his 2 gas. You can see he's got at least 2 gas in his natural. Oh, actually, you see the gas in his main too with the Overlord. Shuts these void rays now.
So your response to seeing the void rays is what? Make spores, make queens.
Make drones. Any mini drones. It's like a thin line. Obviously, you're just trying to cut it so that you're not making the spores until you absolutely have to. And then you just want the spores to be defensive enough that you can prevent everything.
Yeah, of course, because obviously if you make it too early, then you can't, you're forgoing so much mining time as well.
And then you just go and fester with burrow.
Yeah, exactly. It all depends on whether he's actually committed to the strategy or not, or if it's just aggressive. No, poor Overlords.
Yeah, mistake.
Get some good hits on that Phoenix. Oh, here comes his friends, though.
Yeah, mistake. Kind of. Yeah, just mistake. Nothing about it. Mistake.
That's 4 doing a good job though.
Yeah. I mean, if I lose one queen, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, I've had that extra queen at my other base, so... Just move that one over.
Well, looks like you're starting to produce units because you're done droning for the time being.
Yeah, getting your
Pathogen
pathogen
glands
glands.
and burrow.
Alright,
Alright, this little pack of lings will
yeah, this is pretty
harass a
effective.
little bit.
Just meant to
It's
hit
pretty
third at a good timing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's very little you can do until you get your infestors out, so as long as you can kind of either deny the third, you know, take out something that you can, and distract him from his map control, I guess.
Yeah, that's good control there from some of the lings.
Yeah.
Getting out there at the right time, still having those lings to threaten counters and move them around. Good stuff.
Taking your forts behind it as well, so definitely something that I always think is great. Just whenever you're trying to do a bit of aggression, just always just trying to expand or macro hatch behind it.
Yeah, keeping them busy, getting your infestors out here. Is that a full block? No, that's not. Okay.
No,
One
but it's
more
just finishing at
lings.
the camp. Getting your upgrades now.
Yeah, I noticed viewers noticed how the upgrades were after he, he had his infestors, and I think a lot of people went sometimes get them beforehand, and can't have as many infestors as he has right now doing that. And it's going to take care of the phoenixes. Great fumbles there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's huge, actually. Those phoenixes, just like they do such harassment to the infestors later on.
I'm actually almost in trouble. Actually, though, I mean, I'm doing okay here, but I need to hold. I think holding is now the thing. Like, I know he has Colossus on the way, and I have to figure out how to hold this while kind of relaxing. So I don't know if I can. I think I need spores here.
Okay.
I mean, not spores, spines. And I don't have it. I could be horribly wrong on this, but I think I'm not.
Spire's almost done.
Yeah.
Might be able to get him out.
I have to give up my fourth, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's going to be really...
If I
Just in case
can
gotta
hold
hold
them
it.
off, I'm okay. And my upgrades are
Wait.
kind of soon.
yeah, it's just a case of waiting, trying to wait until the
Yep.
liquiders come out really.
Just kind of delaying a little bit, trying to land a few fungals here. That's where the spines would have been really great. Yeah, it's going to take some damage to this fourth, but being really patient, and now the corruptors are out.
Yeah, it's a good problem there.
Okay.
Really needed more roaches there.
Alright, gonna get this.
Yeah, it's just in case of getting that
Eventually.
Colossus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably like 10 seconds later. I think if he would have come, he would have been really good
Yeah, it was
shape.
just a time.
I mean, that's good. Like,
Yeah,
like I knew the timing. I knew when it's supposed to come.
Yep.
I just couldn't deal with it. I didn't have good enough fungals. I didn't have perfect macro that I could have had. Like, I know his third base is like maybe no gas, or it's really just underdone, I assume. And I really went up for hive maybe too quick, where I should have got roach horn or even put on an extra hatchery. There's just no reason for me not to. Game.
Okay. GG.
And
And
it's
this-
just beautiful timing by Daisy.
Yeah.
And like I said, the spines would have been really... Like, if I had the spines up that I talked about,
Mhm.
whenever I said, hey, I really need spines here,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would have had spines there.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing we're playing. Well, obviously one of the top players that their timings are just so crisp that
Well,
a matter of 5-10 seconds can be like the difference in the game. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
All right. Why don't we go into Q&A? Does that sound good? And let me say thank Daisy for the game. I'm sure you guys will probably be playing more later.
Oh yeah.
But viewers, we're going to be doing Q&A now, and the way we do Q&A on Pro Corner is you add me on Skype. My Skype ID is ChanmanV, and well, besides adding me, go ahead and message me too, because Skype's add contact has been really slow for me. I'll like get it like an hour later or something. So go ahead and message me too, and then I'll know that you added, and I'll pull you into this call, and you guys can ask LiquidSheth or Veralynn any questions you guys want. And again, this is going to be your last chance to enter into this Razor Orca giveaway. Again, follow me on all those channels right there, all those ChanmanV, ChanmanTV channels on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Or if you're a longtime viewer, just go ahead and tweet me a unique nickname for LiquidSheth or Veralynn, and you'll be entered in. And we'll be doing this drawing in probably about 15 minutes or so. So if you guys don't have Skype, you guys can ask questions on the stream chat also, and we'll take those. Let me bring up my browser here so I can check out my stream chat's kind of frozen on my computer over here, so let me bring it up over here. Good old Twitch sometimes. Do you ever have that problem? The stream chat ever just like not refresh for you guys?
Yep, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Wish I knew a workaround for it. Okay. Well, I have a question for you, Vera. So I know a lot of people have been, probably asking you, and actually a few people asked me whether you're going to be joining a team anytime soon, or if you're even interested in joining a team.
Yes and no. I do really want to join a team, but I haven't found a team that has offered me what I'm looking for. And I guess the biggest issue is that I actually don't know what I'm looking for at all. So I think that's the biggest issue for me. I've kind of gotten to where I am practicing myself and laddering myself and having a few practice partners and bar potentially going to some events. I don't know what else a team can offer, and also some teams were offering short-term contracts, things like that. So I don't think I've found the right fit yet, but I am looking for a team though. I think as I continue to play and mature as a player, I'll be able to kind of know exactly what it is that I'm looking for. Okay. But this whole scene is relatively new to me, so I'm actually not sure what, bar the the practice partners, just being able to talk to different people overall, and about strategy and things like that, which I already have. I'm not sure what else they can offer, so that's kind of one of the reasons. So
okay, great. All right, we got a caller, Graham Rogers. Let me switch that over.
Oh God.
He seems to know you, so he's been asked. He's tweeted a few things. Graham,
Hello.
What's up? Hey, welcome to Pro Corner. You got a question?
Yes, this is for both of them, and it's going to sound a little trolly at first, so I apologize. But, serious question. In a significant other, does the role of being able to play StarCraft matter at all?
Oh.
Who do you want to go first?
Hey,
well, I answered the last question first, so how about you go first?
Doesn't matter if they can't play it, but it's pretty important that they at least understand it's very important to me, and that it's not just like not playing some easy, simple little tic-tac-toe type game, I guess, but they don't have to play it or anything.
They don't have to play it for me, as long as they appreciate the fact that it's what I want to do with my life, where I want to go with this, and appreciate the passion that I have for it. I think that's the most important thing for me. Again, as long as it's not tic-tac-toe, I guess, just small things like that, I think that's really important. So, yeah.
all right, good question.
Yeah, thanks for letting me ask it. Bye-bye.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Graham. Yeah, I mean, a lot of folks, that's really important. Obviously, having somebody that's, close to you or in a relationship with you, like, understand that this is pretty much for like Shed. I mean, this is a career for you right now, so it's really important to you, and obviously you too, Vera. Let's see, we don't have any we don't have any callers lined up right now, guys. So call in, add me on Skype, ChanmanV, and I'll pull you into the call. But we have some in the stream chat here. I'll start asking some. Let's see.
Have you had the Poop Feast 420s call in to you yet?
Who?
Troll names? Like people trolling you with their Skype names?
No. I haven't had that happen yet.
I'm just curious. Happened Startosis.
Oh, really? Uh-oh. You're going to start giving our viewers some ideas here. Oh, no.
That's what I do. I just troll chats. They troll you.
Exactly. Let's see. There's a question. Is Veralynn British?
No, I'm Irish.
Irish. Oh,
I am not
there we
British.
go.
No.
Uh-oh. Going to be... Yeah. I know a lot of folks
Not a
don't
touchy
like to
subject
be.
at all.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Julian, we got here. Cool. Seems like my Skype contacts aren't too delayed today. That's good. Julian is next.
Hey guys,
Hey, Julian.
I have a question for both of you guys. If you were going to switch to a different race for Harvest Moon, which race would it be and why?
Your turn.
You're first, Sarah.
I can't really comment a lot on Harvest Form just because I don't have a beta key yet, so I haven't played it a lot, but I guess I would probably go Protoss just because the carrier's back, and also Protoss is my off race as well.
Okay.
Alright,
Shed?
well, for me, I think Terran is the hardest race to play. I think if you took a perfect player playing Protoss, a perfect player playing Zerg, and a perfect player playing Terran, and they all just, fought whatever, I think the Terran would win. I think it's the hardest to play by far, but if you play it the best, it looks the perfectest. I guess that's kind of a weird way of putting it. Like, if you watch Tasia play, he seems very close to it to me, and it seems very beautiful. Like, watching a Tasia level player play Terran and watching a Tasia level play Zerg. Like, I'm a Zerg player, so I definitely appreciate the Zerg player, but it's just beautiful watching, like, Terran played at such super high levels where each Marine is microed.
Yeah.
Like, where if you saw that little bot with, like, 2,000 APM microing those Marines and, like, 10 Banelings did nothing or whatever. So I'd switch to Terran just in hopes that one day I'm good enough to be better than the computers who micro the Marines.
I don't know if you can be, well, better than a computer at doing it, but yeah, it is beautiful, I have to say. And
Well, so if it was Stefano and Tasia, who do you think would win?
Oh.
well, that's an easy question for Shad.
I don't know, man. It's tough. They're both very good players. I'm not implying that either are better than the other. They can be very close.
Depends on the map.
Yeah, man.
That's on the map, right? That's funny. All right, Julian, thanks for the question, buddy. All right, well, I guess he's off. All right, we got Seth here. Seth Hubbard. And I've seen starting to see some more Twitter entries for the giveaway, so keep them coming. Some interesting names here. I don't understand some of them, so you guys might have to explain some of these to me. Seth, you there?
How you doing?
Hey, welcome to Pro Corner. Hello?
How you guys?
Good, good.
Hey, welcome.
You got a
Hey.
question for either of the guests?
Yeah, definitely. I got a question for Sheth. I was just curious, man. How do you know when to stop? Kind of drones versus army. Like, how do you know exactly? How to balance army versus economy? Is it just on scouting, or?
It should be on scouting. Like, theoretically, it's all based on scouting, and there are certain points in the game where you realize that one race is really strong. Like, notice that I tried, like, if you were watching the last game we played with Daisy, I was trying to cut corners, kind of, and get a large enough economy, and for a long time, his army had the power, like, because he had those Colossus. And then if I did it right and didn't mess up at all, when I got the Corruptors out, it should have reversed. Like, then I should have some power, or should be able to, like, deal with it a little bit better. So it's all about knowing when they have the timings to engage and just cutting that sort of thing. But with Terran, like, the same thing being, they have the power when they first get medevacs. And if you're Zerg, you have the power when you right when you get Infester. So it's all based on those little timings and just defending from units.
Cool. Well, thank you.
All right, thanks, Seth.
Take it.
Thanks, dude.
All right, let's see, Blake. Funny icon. Blake, you there?
Yep.
Hey, welcome to Pro Corner.
Thank you.
Do you have a question for either Shed? Okay.
Yeah, it's for both, I guess. I just recently started to get into it, StarCraft, and I've been wondering, like, what's the best way to try to get better at it, as like productive-wise. Like, would it be just like straight laddering, or would it be practicing certain mechanics in customs and whatnot?
I think it depends, really. It depends on the level that you're at. So, for example, if you've never actually played StarCraft, or you've only played a small bit, and you're not really sure or comfortable with the build, especially when you ladder and you end up being in bronze or silver, it's very hard to actually progress as it is. So, what I often advise some of my students is I tell them to learn a certain build, like a 15 hatch or a 14-14 or something like that, and play it against the computer a couple of times, so they can get the first 4 to 5 minutes of their game just, I don't want to say perfect, but be comfortable enough to be able to do that standard opening, and then being able to react to what they see on the ladder. So I think once that's done, playing ladder games, but sticking to that, as opposed to seeing some lings coming into your base or seeing some marines coming in and straying from the strategy, I think is something that it's a fear that you need to overcome with ladder. But on top of that, I think the other way to improve is to regularly ladder. Don't ladder today and then don't ladder for a week, kind of thing. And do a couple of games a day at least, I think is very important. Just the continuous practice every day will help make sure your hands don't get, for lack of a better word, rusty, and just being able just to play regularly and just to improve your mechanics that way. And then from there, I think you'll improve from there on in. Do you watch much StarCraft? Or do you?
Yeah, I do. I watch most of the tournaments I can.
Right, so then you must have a good idea then of just how the game generally works, and so you know what
timings and countering.
Exactly. Well, if that's the case and you actually understand just the game itself, then I think it really is just down to mechanics and being able to play. Because I mean, we can all watch a game and go, "Oh, he's doing that," obviously, but being able to do it yourself is also very hard. So I think custom games initially, and then going to ladder games. Or what I did when I was improving was I did a lot of 2v2s. So it was social interaction, but I stuck to particular 1v1 strategies when I played, so I was improving my own mechanics. So that would be my answer to that.
I think you covered it very well.
All right, Blake. Thanks for the question.
I was also wondering what was the giveaway thing?
Oh yeah, so we're giving away a Razer Orca headset, and
to anyone but you.
Yeah, to anyone but you. It's not nice, man. No, but the way you enter it is you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll enter you into the drawing, which we'll be doing in about 10 minutes here. And it looks like I'd say about 50 people are entered right now. So you got what is that, 50? So 2% chance right now? I guess everybody's got a 2% chance of winning right now.
I mean, I subscribe to everything already.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead and tweet a unique nickname. That will enter you into for either LiquidSheth or Veralynn, and that will enter you into.
Okay.
I kind of try to provide a way for obviously all the folks that have been watching for a while and doing these giveaways, to enter. Also.
Right. To ChanmanV or to them too?
Yeah, twitter.com/ChanmanV.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for the opportunity to ask a question.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Bye, Blake. Okay. All right, let's take a couple more on the stream chat here. What do we got? And we'll do this giveaway. I'm trying to find a good one here. Do you guys coach at all while I'm looking? Do you guys still coach? I don't know if...
I'm not accepting any more right now.
Okay.
I do coach. I am actually looking at taking on more students right now. So you can email me on VeralynCoaching@gmail.com, and I've got another 6 spots left, I think. So.
There you go. Here's a question for Seth. Let's see. Would you consider switching RTS if like Warcraft 4 came out and turned out to surpass SE2 viewers?
I mean, you have to think about that sort of thing already. It's something like LoL out here, we're getting insane numbers. I mean, TL is now moving into Dota, so what are the odds that maybe some of the TL guys or the StarCraft guys get tired of StarCraft 2 and want to go to Dota? For me personally, I love RTS games. So I guess like if something like Warcraft 4 came out, I don't know. It would have to be better, I guess. And like I've always been StarCraft. I only played StarCraft Brood War and StarCraft 2, and now Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm. So maybe in the future, when something like Legacy of the Void is out and I find it lacking, and there's a better one out, I mean, it would be something that would definitely be a team decision, not something that I just decide myself.
Oh, okay. So you take the team input on it.
Of course.
That's cool. Okay. Well, that's cool. I think a lot of people would just make their individual individual decision and then kind of see what the team thought. So that's kind of cool. That's cool. All right. Let's see. We've got Poop Feast here. Okay. I'm scared.
God.
I'm scared. Oh, I guess not. I guess he's not here. All right, so we'll take another one here. How about one more from the screen chat? You guys see a good question here? Are you guys on the stream chat here?
I am.
Let's see. I'm trying to pick
So
a good one. Gosh. Usually this is really easy for me, but... okay, so how about this? How about one question for Sheth and one question for Veralynn? Sheth, what's your favorite Heart of the Swarm unit right now?
Viper.
The Viper?
Oh yeah.
Obvious.
Full stuff. It's so nice. Like, and then you do Dark Swarm. Like, you have Dark Swarm, which is a cool ability.
Yep.
And you can consume buildings, which is really fun just to watch.
Oh, God, no, I'm kidding.
Like, sometimes I like destroying my own buildings. It's kind of fun to watch.
Nice.
And yeah, so Blinding Cloud. So it's like 3 awesome abilities in one.
Oh man, there's nothing like seeing Dark Swarm on a planetary fortress. You're just sitting there, it can't hit you at all. It's so cool. Let's see, there's one. Okay, it says, Vera, did you attend any of the XGC StarCraft 2 all-night LANs in Dublin?
I did not. I was invited actually to 1 or 2, and I was talking to 1 or 2 people, and they actually said that because I was the only Irish GM, it wouldn't be fair on the other players for me to attend.
Okay.
Because there's only Masters Irish players.
Oh, I
couple,
see.
So there's no Irish GMs. It's like 1 or 2. I think one of them is 2 of them that I'm aware of, and then the rest are Diamond. So I kind of I would have liked to have gone, and then I kind of felt bad about it. I kind of went, we shouldn't. So that was the logic behind that. So no, I didn't.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, why don't we get to this giveaway, and let me read out some of the names that people came up with, some of the fun names, and my goal, doing these kind of nicknames is one day having one of these kind of stick with the player, so that something like Obama Toss or something, will stick with one of the players, and they can be marketed that way. But man, it looks like we just had like 20 more entries here, like last minute. Okay, here we go. Leprechaun Zerg for Veralynn. Okay, interesting. Let's see. What? Liquid Water and Vera Morgulus? Okay.
Liquid water makes sense a lot. I just drink water.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Sheth is the Teddy Bear Zerg. I don't quite understand. You guys know what XIAH is? I have like no idea what that is. Nickname for Sheth, Liquid Care Bear.
Aw. And I got a little cloud on you. You should get a picture of a little cloud.
Yeah. Super Sheth, Turtle Zerg. What? Glasses make no sense? Okay. Oh, I see what they mean. Okay. The Zerg King and Queen, Creep Farter, and Brood Queen. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Schling for Sheth. Oh, Shetalisk, Mannerlisk for Sheth.
Nice.
Here's a kind of, I guess a mashup of your names. Veralynn. Veralynn. Let's see. Sheth, Dirty Dog, Vera, Mama Bear.
Dirty Dog. Haven't heard
Dirty
that
Dog.
Dirty dog.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't suit you at all.
I know.
Okay with it.
Let's see.
My dad calls me Weasel, so I'm okay with
Weasel.
Weasel. Let's see, Mr.
Weaselist.
Pleasant, Infestinator, Verolynn's Irish Swarm. Swarm. Did I say Swarm? I mean Swarm.
The chat said Veralynn.
God, there's a lot of nicknames. This is good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sheth, the Sheth Adder.
Shetnator.
Yeah. All right, man. Soon here, I'm gonna have to start. Actually, last show we gave a small giveaway for the best nickname, but unfortunately I don't have anything today to give away for the best nickname. But we'll start doing that a lot more soon. But all right, guys. It looks like we have 70. Wow, we're still getting more. Shoot, we got about 73 people entered in this giveaway. So one of you guys pick a number between 1 and 73. Or how about you guys pick two numbers, and I guess I'll take the number in between. So Barry, you pick a number.
26.
Shall pick a number.
8.
8. All right, 8 and 26. So what is that? 17. Okay, 17 is going to be the winner. All right, 17 is going to be. Okay, I'm going to start with Facebook. Facebook. Oh, Facebook. Not quite 17. So, the winner of this Orca headset, where's my drum roll? Where's my drum roll music? Drum roll music is gonna be Sweet Lil Gnome, and a person that said Mr. Pleasant. Sweet Lil Gnome's gonna be the winner of this Orca headset. Yay! Congrats.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and add you on Twitter so that you can direct message me, Sweet Little Gnome, because I don't know unless you're in the chat. If you're in the chat, go ahead and maybe PM me on TL and I'll get in touch with you so I can send you this awesome headset. Congratulations! And for those of you viewers that I guess don't tune into Pro Corner all the time, we do these giveaways every week. So I do it once. We have 2 shows, but I do it one show every week, and try to do some really good ones, particularly when I have folks from the Razer family like Sheth here on the show. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And next week we'll be giving away something else that's another great Razer product. But big thanks to Razer as always for doing that with us. But guys, I think great job on the show. I've really enjoyed having you guys on, and hopefully you guys had some fun.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. It's been really good fun.
You want to do some shout outs at this time?
You want to go first?
No, you go first.
Okay. Hey guys, I have a Twitter, twitter.com/LiquidSheth, facebook.com/LiquidSheth. I don't care if you guys follow that or not. I'm going to post something in chat like 5 times. Go there and vote for me. It's a little poll thing that's happening right now where top 16 in this little poll get to go to IPL, or get to go to a bracket to compete to be in IPL World Championships.
Oh,
So,
yeah, definitely vote for this guy, guys.
Link in this
where's
poll
that?
a couple times.
Yeah, where is that? I'm going to go
Head over there and
right
toss
now.
me a vote. You can toss like Idra or Katz or Scarlet the other votes. You can vote for 2 people. So thanks a lot for doing that, those of you who do. I appreciate it. And thanks a lot for having me on, Chenman. And it was a delight talking with you, Vera. I had a good time.
Awesome.
You too. My shoutouts are my Twitter is Veralynn SC2. My Facebook is facebook.com/Veralynn SC2. My Twitch is Veralynn_SC2. Because SC2 was taken. You can find me on my coaching profile if you want to get any coaching. So I do coaching on my stream for free sometimes, and I do pay coaching. So if you want coaching, you can email me at veralyncoaching@gmail.com. I'm also a pro at sixschoolgaming.com, so I do a lot of training videos for them. And so you can check out all my stuff there, and you can post on the forums there, and I will respond to them over there too. And I think that's really it. Apart from that, you should follow Zerg TV, which is a casting organization that casts all my show matches. So they've got loads of stuff going on right now, pretty exciting stuff. And so you can check them out on twitch.tv/ZergTV, Z33KTV. They're running a team league right now and stuff like that, so there's lots of stuff going on, and they've always been casting my show matches, so I'm pretty happy with that. And apart from that, thank you, Chanman. I think it was a good few months ago you got me on to cast with you for one of the games, and it was a pleasure then, it's a pleasure now, and I never thought I'd actually do a show with you with Chef, so I'm honoured to be able to discuss story characters with you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. And that's that's what I love to do. That's what I love about Pro Corner, or just me having the I guess the opportunity to put you guys together, or put, somebody that's up and coming like yourself, Vera, with somebody who is obviously established and super popular like Mr. Sheth here.
Thank you.
But you guys are always welcome on the show, and hopefully we can have you guys on again in the future. And viewers obviously support these guys. These guys are wonderful players, and I'm always a huge advocate of supporting these guys. They can never get enough support. So add them on Twitter, follow their Twitch, watch their streams, all that good stuff, guys. My shout outs, just a big shout out to Razor, of course, as always. Razor's sponsors the show and again does these giveaways. So let those guys know at Cult of Razor or at Team Razor. Tweet them. Let them know that you guys enjoy like the things that they do for the community, and even just some of the things they do for the show. And also, I'd like to thank my mods for doing a great job of obviously modding the channel. And
I was sure you were going to say I want to thank my mom.
No. Well,
Sure.
I'd like to thank my mom. She's going to actually be here in this week. So,
I'd like to thank my mom.
but I wanted to thank my mods too. So my mods for helping out, and they, these guys are volunteers to just help out, and there's not enough you can say about volunteers to help out in the community, guys. So, big thanks to them for helping out with that, and keeping you guys informed while I can't type in the chat while I'm doing like all this stuff for the show. So, big thanks to them. Let's see. Next show, I have Climbing the Ladder tomorrow with FXO Boss with Mark and John and I. So check that out. Same time as Pro Corner was today, 4 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday we have EG Machine and Dignitas Select. It'll be Select's first time on Pro Corner, so it'll be kind of fun. Yeah, it'll be fun to have him on. I think they'll be doing a best of 5 format, so it'll be fun. And the VODs for this will be up later tonight. I'll probably rebroadcast this for all the North American folks that are at school and at work at the 11 p.m. Eastern time. But the VODs will be up shortly after that. So keep a lookout. But for now, that's going to be it for now. We will see you next time. Peace.